This is Mercedes-Benz 1973 450 SL. We are in Ontario on the Alpine Auto. This car have a major fuel leakage, unfortunately. So this is the fuel leakage from the hose coming from the tank. This hose passes on a manifold that is connected to the fuel pump and have a major fuel leakage. Probably it's not possible to drive this car. So this is the amount of fuel already lost from the tank. Since we parked the car here on the hoist. The differential, it's a little bit wet, but it's water because the car was outside. Today is raining, and raining here in Toronto. The car is full protected by rust proofing. Exhaust, this is the muffler. They are really good, however have a leakage on the tube. The boots, they are good. Brakes have a good material on the, have about 60% material on the brake pads, but the rotors need to replace principally on the front. Rear suspension, they are better than the front. There is no leakage on the shock absorbers. The springs, they are good. The axle boots need to replace principally the axle bushings need to replace principally on the front. They are dry out. On the exhaust here have a major leakage. Here's the crack that have the leakage on the exhaust. There is no rust. It's very clean, very well protected underneath the car. Brakes lines are good, no leakage. I had a major repair on the transmission because of leakage. The axle, they are really good. The shaft, they are good. There is no leakage anymore on the transmission. This is the transmission oil pan. It's clean. The car was outside parked for a long time. There is no oil on the floor. The torque converter, it's possible to see that had a major repair to cut the leakage. This is the power steering.
Power steering?
It's not power steering.
It's mechanical.
It's mechanical. Yeah. It's only this is the mechanical steering, so this is only that converter from the steering to here. Have some grease. That's okay. The boots, the bushings are really good. Shock absorbers, they are good. It's possible to see that they were replaced. Springs good. Here this is the bushing for the suspension front that need to replace. It's possible to see very well that need to replace the bushings, probably producing noise. Front disc have about 50% on the pads, but the discs, the rotors need to change. They are dry. They are wear out. Same for the other side. This is the worst than the right side is worse than the left. Minor leakage on the oil pan on the engine. The belts have 3 belts, accessory belts, 2 of them good, 1 need to replace because have red cracks, dry out. This car have this box, not original. This box provide power to those 2 lights. Need to replace. Have the wires here not well connected, not well installed. Can see but that installed by Revit, so this is not good. Tires are good. They were produced in 2010, but the car probably drove only during the summer. There is no mark of dry out. They are cheap tires, made in China. Hercules, the brand of the tire, but produced in 2010, still good, no cracks. No rust. Have a bend here because of probably the tire that touch. No rust. Small rusts here, and was treated here as well. Was treated, the rust here. Same tires, all tires replaced at the same time. No rust. I will put this car down after. Have a crack here on the painting. No rust. Protected here for the rust. The car was repainted. Here as well have a minor rust here that needs to be treated. Scratches. Rust underneath this rubber here to protect. Another bend here. Okay, so this is the car underneath. For the age, for the car, it's really well protected. Really well protected. The only issue, or the major issue, is this fuel leaking. Unfortunately, have a major fuel leak in this car. Checking the car, we checked the painting in front of the customer. Have a lot of inconsistency on the thickness. The engine is really clean. Okay. Belt need to change. Brakes good. Battery new. Probably drained because the light is on and cannot turn off. But air conditioning, according to the seller, is working. No leakage on the overhead. Windshield replaced. No major rust. Have some rust here and there. We are removing the roof now. Rust here. We check the trunk. Have a leakage on this light going down inside of the trunk. Very small leakage, but have water inside. Still dripping fuel. Have some rust on the trunk door. Clean. Some inconsistency in terms of shiny on the color. Tires produced in 2010. It's not 100% car, but it's not exactly bad as well. Could be better maintained, but the car is not bad. A good owner can take a very good condition for this car. It's still on the condition to be repaired and be very clean. Engine running smoothly, but we cannot drive.